Hi, everyone. My name is Brandon. I'm a writer for Gay Magazine. We're reporting all things from the Black and LGBTQ plus experience. And right now, I have the pleasure of speaking with talented actor, performer, Jaquel Spivey, who will be playing the role as Damian in the upcoming musical film, Mean Girls. We are so excited to have you.
Yeah, thank y'all for having me.
Of course, of course. Now, just to get it started now, of course, this film is a modern iteration of the almost, 20 years old classic film, Mean Girls. And with that comes with new interpretations of characters, whether viewers dislike it or not. Now, with this, viewers may take your character, Damian, to be a Black gay token character. What would your response be to this perception, especially given, studios strive for increased representation? Also, what were your first feelings and goals when delivering the character when first reading the script?
Well, thank you for that question because
Yes, yes.
I never had one like that. So
You
let's
want to
get
clear
into
the air
it.
with that.
Let's get into it. All right.
Yes, yes.
I will say for those who may think or assume he's a Black gay token character, I can understand why you think that, because what has the media shown us of Black queer men on television, on film, in media? Like, what have we seen,
Mm-hmm.
And for me, coming into this project, I first off am a fan first of Mean Girls.
Mm-hmm.
I remember looking at the film, not the first time, but I remember seeing it when I was much younger and seeing
Mm-hmm.
there's a plus size queer man here.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't see that anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
He's here, but he's also proud
Mm-hmm.
and he loves himself. And the people around him seem to be okay with just letting him be. And in the moment where a shoe is thrown at his face, he throws that shit right on back.
Right back.
And that told me all I needed to know about Damian Hubbard. And to be invited to step in, one for me was the character that I kind of look to be representation for me.
Mm-hmm.
I now get to do it, but as a Black man.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the lens, or I say the view of Black queerness is a lot shorter because
Mm-hmm.
Black queerness looks a certain way in media and on film and in television and even in how we act. Either you are extremely flamboyant, yes, God, ooh, down, all that, or you're giving, I'm trade, I'm masked, don't tell nobody. So to have a character who's 17, life hasn't really gotten to him yet. He's still discovering who he is, and he's okay with just being. Yes, he's loud. Yes, he's flamboyant, but it's not for your entertainment. It's for his enjoyment.
Who he is.
It's who he is.
Yes.
It's what he uses to walk around this earth and claim his space.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I hope people see that he's not a token. Mm-hmm. That he's not the magical Negro character that we're so used to seeing come on, throw some glitter, hit a high note, and walk off. Mm-hmm. It's not him. He happens to be queer. He happens to be plus size. He happens to be Black, but he's not the poster child for all things diversity, equity, and inclusion. Because 9 times out of 10, it's not even in his mind. He's just existing.
Mm-hmm. So it sounds like especially your goals with delivering the character was not to be too focused on the nuances of this, like the racial lens, but just to encompass the spirit of Damian, and then of course putting your own twist onto it.
Yeah, because I think sometimes people don't understand. We know the intersections of our lives that make us different. And I don't think we always want to showcase them because you can see it. Me sitting here, you can make assumptions. You can think what you want to think, but I am who I am. And I think that's what I wanted to show with Damian. You can be whoever you want to be. People will assume. People will say things. They'll come up with their own conclusions on your existence. But as long as you know, it does not matter. It does not matter what anyone else has to think.
Definitely agree with that. Now, so Mean Girls is notoriously known for involving themes such as revenge, inclusion, and just the dynamics of the high school ecosystem as a whole. We want to know, what was high school like for Jaquel? Were there any coming out stories? Did you have to deal with any bullies? Like, How did you deal with high school?
Honestly, when I was younger, it's gonna sound weird. I used to want the big coming out story. Like, do you remember that trend that was happening on Facebook and YouTube where everybody would have the cards and like the real sad music,
Yes.
and it would be like, "My friends don't know this. My family either. Been hiding this secret for a long time. I'm gay."
Oh,
And
that's a
for
throwback.
me, you remember that
Yes,
throwback?
that's
Come
a
on
throwback. I
now.
remember that.
And for me, it was never that. I never had a really coming out moment. I was always flamboyant.
Mhm.
And like Damian, I was always around the girls. I grew up in
Right.
a house full of women. I was raised by my mother, my aunts, and I have a sister who's 4 years older than me.
Mhm.
So women have always been my source of joy, of inspiration, of encouragement, of light. And so that's what these girls are to Damian.
Mhm.
And for me, I just really wanted to show like how human he is. I feel like we've started getting accustomed to performing our queerness for people,
Mhm.
because that's what keeps us safe. My
Mhm.
queerness won't be in jeopardy if you're laughing, or if you're smiling, or if
Mm.
you're clapping, or if you're snapping and oh yes, and it's like, but maybe I just want to live, and I don't want to be on stage for you, or for anybody. And I think that's what really drew me to Damian. And in high school, I was just Jaquel. Like,
Right.
I don't have the story of being thrown in lockers. I don't
Right.
have the story of being a drink thrown in my face, and not to invalidate people who have been through that. But I
Mhm.
think we also have to hear from the side of people who, if you swing, I'm swinging back. And I guarantee you're going to be on the floor before I am. We're not
Mm.
all punks. We weren't all crying in the bathroom stall. Some of us were like, what you gonna do about it?
Mhm.
Show me what you're gonna do about it. And I think we have to show the power that can come from loving your queerness and loving your body type and loving all the things that make you different. Cause it's not a sob story for everyone. And
Mhm.
it's not rooted in sadness and trauma from
Mhm.
everybody. Sometimes it's the source of joy. I love being Black. I love being queer as hell. I love walking around the world with my thick ass. I love it. It's a fun time. So I think we need to show that there's joy from that, because I had it in high school. I had it as a kid and I had it growing up, and I'm grateful for it. And I know not everybody gets it, but I
Mhm.
hope, Damien, you can see it's possible to be okay even at a young age with just who you are.
Mhm. And live as an empowered champion.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm. All right, thank you. That's about all the time that we have, but thank you so much.
Thank
We hope
you.
to see you, interview again. We definitely want you back around Gay Magazine. And congratulations on the new film. Looking forward for everyone to seeing it once it comes out.
Thank you so much. Nice talking to you.
Thank you. Nice talking to you as well.